Hello, and thank you for taking the time to review the first half of 2024 highlights for SuccessFactors. My name is Chris Tassetti, and I'm a senior consultant at Veritas Prime, certified in the Employee Central module. We are one of the world's leading HR transformative consultancies at Veritas Prime. We specialize in implementing and supporting SuccessFactors with clients across the globe. As part of our release coverage, I'll be reviewing some key release highlights for Employee Central. However, for full, complete release analysis, you can connect with us via our website or talk to your customer service manager or project manager. Without further ado, let's begin with some of the key highlights for Employee Central. First highlight to raise is the new and enhanced application-specific rule scenarios. The main messaging here is that the creation of basic business rules in Employee Central is no longer supported. Therefore, admins and customers who self-serve business rules must use rule scenarios going forward. The Employee Central core category covers all new scenarios, such as on-save rules, depending on portlet or data changes, along with on-change, scenarios such as triggering workflows or generating Employee Central alerts. So you can see from the screen here, we have a number of Employee Central core scenarios to choose from. Just a disclaimer, this should be applied to all new Employee Central business rules going forward. The next highlight, and a real key one in Employee Central, is the new experience for the people profile. So this is split into two areas. We have the profile preview. So this essentially gives an overview of any essential employee details, the ability to perform any common actions, such as personalizing your public profile or switching between any employment types. The spotlight view is a more dynamic approach. So you can see from the cards here, it's things like badges, reporting lines, work experience, and skills. This has really been updated for better user experience for SuccessFactors on the desktop and the mobile. I do have a short demo to show you, which we will see on screen now. So we can see here by searching for Jeff in this example, directly from the SuccessFactors homepage, the profile preview appears. Here we can see basic information about Jeff, including his direct report and taking any actions rather than going to the employee profile. If we show the spotlight view, you see the example of the tiles, such as the skills, competencies, any mentoring programs, key organization data, and even we have the ability to embed an About Me video about the employee. We can also see things like upcoming absences, work experience, really nice visual and clear view, along with any reporting lines as previously shown. We're then able to navigate directly to the employee profile for standard Employee Central functionality. Jumping back to the presentation, we'll move on to the next item. So the next item to raise is the new and enhanced Employee Central quick actions on the mobile. So as you can see from the screen, there are now additional quick actions available to update things like personal and employment data on the go via the app. This is available as employee and manager self-service tools. This is a customer configured requirement. Some examples here that we can see are things like changing address, email information, emergency contact, and even job relationship. So this really simplifies self-service actions for employees and managers on the go. And you can even have the ability to not only add or edit, but also delete a record. Once again, I do have a short demonstration to show you. So following the video, we can see we're logged into the mobile application. You can see the quick actions on screen. In this example, we will change a phone number. So you can see here, I'm opening up the wizard to change the phone number. It's very easy for me to go ahead and delete that via the quick action on the mobile. Once again, if I wanted to add a phone number in this case, I can click on the add button. And I have the same level of access as I would on the desktop version. Once again, jumping back to the highlights. So this next feature is the automatically hire applicants from recruiting and onboarding. So this is directly into Employee Central. So applicants from your recruiting module, if implemented, or your onboarding, are now automatically hired into Employee Central without any manual intervention. So the applicant will appear the applicant will appear with the automatic hire icon after their name in the Manage Pending Hires tool if there is a need for manual intervention. So for recruiters, the key use cases here are for regular hires, concurrent employments, and global assignments. However, for onboarding, it's regular hires, rehire, and rehire with new employment. Once again, jumping to our next video, we have the automatic hire functionality. So this is enabled in Employee Central feature settings. So it's just that enable automatic hiring for recruiting. So this example is a recruiting example only. If I then navigate to the recruiting part of SuccessFactors, I can choose any requisition and look at a candidate. I can then search for a particular candidate or create a profile of said candidate. I then also have the ability to assign the assignment start date. Once that record is then saved, I can see the status is currently set to the offer step. I can then define this candidate as ready to hire. The information will then update. And we can now see that the applicant has been hired into Employee Central. If I then navigate to her profile, we can see that the record is visible. Moving on to the final key highlight of the Employee Central release notes, we can see here we have a redesigned experience for the view pending workflow requests. So a couple of things to call out here. This is now available with a new quick action on the homepage. It's very easy now for people to view their pending requests, whether this is employees, managers, or HR, at the click of a button. For a lot of customers, we've embedded a custom tile, so the need for a custom solution is no longer required. In terms of the categories, the view has now been split into 5 tabs. We can see things like my requests for approval, my requests that are sent back, anything that I have approved, and any requests for additional comments or information. So this really gives a better user experience when it comes to accessing and therefore responding to pending requests, which is going to be a part of everyday life for those of you with workflows in Employee Central. In terms of appendices, a part of our release analysis review, we have provided implementation efforts for each of these items, whether they are automatically on or customer configured. In the case of customer configured, we have provided our level of support. That is all for today's highlights with Employee Central. Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.